Excerpt from The Secret Life of Plants by Peter Tompkins and Christopher Bird. This book was published in 1973. Vogel reasoned that if there was a psychic energy, quote unquote, it must, like other forms of energy, be storable. But in what? Staring at the many chemicals on the shelves of his IBM laboratory, Vogel wondered which of them could be used to store this energy. In his dilemma, he asked a spiritually gifted friend, Vivian Wiley, who went through the chemicals laid out for her and said that, in her judgment, none offered any promise of a solution for Vogel's problem. Vogel suggested she ignore his preconceived ideas about chemicals and use anything which might intuitively occur to her. Back in her garden, Vivian Wiley picked 2 leaves from a saxifrage, one of which she placed on her bedside table, the other in the living room. Each day when I get up, she told Vogel, I will look at the leaf by my bed and will that it continue to live. But I will pay no attention to the other. We will see what happens. A month later, she asked Vogel to come to her house and bring a camera to photograph the leaves. Vogel could hardly believe what he saw. The leaf to which his friend had paid no attention was flaccid, turning brown and beginning to decay. The leaf on which she had focused daily attention was radiantly vital and green, just as if it had been freshly plucked from the garden. Some power appeared to be defying natural law and keeping the leaf in a healthy state. Curious to see if he could get the same results as his friend, Vogel picked 3 leaves from an elm outside his IBM laboratory. At home, he laid them on a plate of glass near his bed. Each day before breakfast, Vogel stared concentratedly at the 2 outer leaves on the glass for about 1 minute, exhorting them lovingly to continue to live. The center leaf he assiduously ignored. In a week, the center leaf had turned brown and shriveled. The outer leaves were still green and healthy looking. Most interesting to Vogel, the severed stems of the live leaves appeared to have healed the wounds caused by being ripped from the tree. Vivian Wiley continued her experiments and later showed Vogel the saxifrage leaf, which she had kept green and alive for 2 long months while the control leaf was completely dehydrated and brown. Vogel was convinced he was witnessing the power of psychic energy in action, quote unquote. If the power of the mind could keep a green leaf way past its time, Vogel wondered what its effect might be on liquid crystals, an intensive study of which he was pursuing for IBM. Trained in microscopy, Vogel had taken hundreds of color slides of liquid crystal behavior magnified up to 300 times. When screened, they rivaled the works of a gifted abstract artist. While making the slides, Vogel realized that, by, quote, relaxing his mind, he could sense activity not visually revealed in the microscopic field. I began to pick up things at the microscope which eluded others, not with ocular vision, but with my mind's eye. After becoming aware of them, says Vogel, I was led by some form of higher sensory awareness to adjust the lighting conditions to allow these phenomena to be optically recordable to the human eye or to a camera. The conclusion at which Vogel arrived is that the crystals are brought into a solid or physical state of existence by preforms, or ghost images of pure energy which anticipate the solids. Since plants could pick up intentions from a human, that of burning them, for example, there was no doubt in Vogel's mind that intent produced some kind of energy field.